your diabetes, pre-diabetes, or you just want to regulate your blood sugars, we can talk about the role of diet in controlling your blood sugar. So let's get started. Welcome. My name is Alexandra Santamaria. I am the founder of RX Health and Wellness, where we love to help women over 40 with diabetes get control of their diabetes, even in the setting of perimenopause or menopause, when everything really gets augmented because of all the hormone changes. All right, so let's get started. First, let's talk about how diet affects your blood sugar. When we eat, our bodies break down the carbohydrates that we eat into sugars, or what we call glucose, and releases that sugar into your bloodstream. That's how you get blood sugar in your bloodstream. Then insulin, which is a hormone which is produced by your pancreas, helps your cells absorb the sugar or glucose for energy or for storage. But here's the catch. If you consume too many refined carbs or sugary foods, your blood sugars can spike. Over time, this can lead to what we call insulin resistance, meaning that insulin hormone doesn't work as well as it should, and most of the blood sugar remains in your bloodstream. On the other hand, eating the right foods in balanced portions can lead to steady blood sugars, which is really what we want to do here. So what does a blood sugar friendly diet looks like? Because there is no real diabetes diet. There's no one diabetes diet that is informed by the American Diabetes Association or any other diabetes association. Let's break it down into three main components: carbs, proteins, and fats. Carbohydrates are the biggest influence in your blood sugar. Choosing low glycemic index carbs like whole grains, legumes, and non-starchy vegetables are going to help you keep your blood sugars more steady. Proteins help you slow down the digestion of those carbs, especially those starchy carbs, and keeps you feeling full longer. Think of lean proteins like chicken, fish, or eggs. And finally, healthy fats. Healthy fats like those from avocado, nuts, seeds, and olive oil have little or direct impact on your blood sugars, but they do help you with the essential products that your body needs to make hormones. So let's talk about your plate. So there's something called the plate method, in which half of your plate will be your non-starchy vegetables like spinach, broccoli, peppers. And we want to use here a smaller plate, not the average 12-inch plate that most people use to serve meals. We want instead maybe a 6 to 8 inch plate. So half would be your non-starchy vegetables. The other half we're gonna divide into quarters. 1/4 would be your lean proteins like chicken or lentils, and then the other quarter is going to be your starchy carbohydrates or your carbs. And we want to have more whole grain carbs, whole food carbohydrates like quinoa or sweet potatoes. And if you add a drizzle of olive oil or a sprinkle of seeds to your plate, that will incorporate some of those healthy fats. How can we keep our blood sugars steady? Through diet. So again, the key here is the right carbohydrates. We want the non-starchy carbohydrates over the starchy carbohydrates, and we want whole foods over refined or ultra-processed foods or processed foods. We want to eat regularly. Skipping meals can lead to blood sugar crashes and then follow up by spikes when we tend to overeat because we get really hungry. Balance meals every 4 to 5 hours or so. Snack smart. Usually I don't endorse snacks, but if you're trying to control your blood sugars, having snacks is a good idea. Choose snacks like raw nuts, veggie sticks with hummus, or boiled eggs to avoid sugar-laden options. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can lead to higher blood sugars and it makes it a lot harder to control your blood sugar. So drink plenty of water throughout the day. Limit your processed foods. And this is probably the biggest thing and the key to this whole thing. Food that are high in sugars or refined carbohydrates, they can wreck your health and your blood sugar control. Instead, opt for whole, unprocessed options. Monitor your portions. Even healthy foods can lead to blood sugar spikes if you overeat them. Be mindful of your serving sizes. A lot of people tend to have one meal. They'll have like a small snack or a small bite for breakfast, maybe skip lunch. And then by the time they get to dinner, they're starving and they'll tend to overeat. And we want to avoid that. Another helpful approach is adopting specific dietary patterns like the Mediterranean diet or a plant-based eating. Research shows these diets improve your insulin sensitivity overall and support your overall health. And remember, small changes add up over time. So start by swapping like white bread for whole wheat grain or adding an extra serving of vegetables to your meal. If you're unsure where to start, consider consulting a registered dietitian or a diabetes educator. They can create personalized plans that work for you. And if you're managing your diabetes, regular blood sugar monitoring will help you see how your body responds to different foods. You need to measure anything that you want to improve. So I think that's it for this video on the role of diet in controlling blood sugar. Remember, making small changes to your diet can bring a big impact to your overall health. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, comment, and subscribe for more tips on living your healthiest life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.